and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. For today's video I have a selection of new makeup products to try out. There's some like brand new products like out really recently, and then there's some others that have been out for a little while but I just haven't got around to trying them yet. So I thought we'd stick them into a first impressions video and have a look and see what we think. So I have them all in this basket here. We've got some Sheglam. We have a palette from Mad Beauty. Absolutely love their eyeshadows. We've got some E.L.F. I've also got the new E.L.F. foundation. A couple of K Beauty bits. We've got some Revolution. Yeah, all sorts really. So we'll be starting off with primer. I'm going to do primer, then I'm going to go on to eyes. So this one is the new E.L.F. primer. This is the Stay Cool Primer Stick. Hydrate and Soothe Refreshing Aloe Water. It says it's a gel primer stick that delivers a refreshing burst of hydration and preps skin for makeup. So it looks like this, and then we take off, oh, that's tight. We take off the lid and it's like a blue coloured kind of rolly-uppy thing. So we'll pop this on like this. And then I think I will use my hands to press it into the skin. It feels really nice going on, I will say that. Put quite a bit on my nose. Feels kind of like really smooth actually going on. I'm trying to see if it smells kind of minty at all, but it doesn't really. I don't think it actually has a smell at all. No, it doesn't. It's completely fragrance free. Feels extremely hydrating as well. Right, I'm just going to press that into my skin. I do love an E.L.F. primer. Obviously, we're not going to see the full benefit of that until we do the foundation. But yeah, I'll just show you anyway. It looks quite nice and dewy and hydrating on the skin. And then for eyes, we have this palette here. So this cost me $16.99. I got it from like a little TV store type thing, but they sell this on like Boots. I think they've got their own website as well, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is the Mad Beauty Wizard of Oz eyeshadow palette. I think this is so stunning. So we open it up and then we have this little pop-up thing just here. How cute is that? And this is the colour story just here. So there we go. That's the colour story. I think that's really pretty. I love the look of those greens. This kind of mint shade here looks really nice. And this deep green is lovely as well. I just put my nail in that. But then I do also love these kind of neutral ones here. We've got a really nice kind of like, you know, Dorothy's slippers red there. Some beautiful shimmers. Let's give them a swatch. Right, so here's what the swatches look like. These are really nice. Like really nice. As I say, I do love Mad Beauty's eyeshadow formulas. The shimmers are stunning. Yeah, loving these greens. That blue is gorgeous as well. But I do actually really like these tones down here. Oh, I just don't know what I'm going to do. So eyes now primed. I think I'm going to start off by going into the crease with this shade here, which is the kind of like, it's a bit of a browny mauve shade. It's really nice. I hope my brushes are all right because I cleaned them. I used Isoclean, but they still feel a bit damp. Normally that dries down really quick. Really nice shade. Yeah, the brush seems to be fine. It's a beautiful shade, that one. I do love a kind of a mauvey shade anyway. Yeah, look at that. It is so pretty. Such a nice colour. Beautiful pigment, and it blended really easily. So, but I'm going to blend the edge of that one out using the shade just next to it, which is this kind of like fleshy tone. Well, for me anyway, in the corner. So I'm just going to kind of use this to tickle around the edge of that shade that I used before, really, just so we can blend it out a bit. Yeah, that's worked really nicely actually for that. I love that. So then on the outer part of the lid here, I'm going to go in with the pale green, I think, to start off with anyway. So that's this one here. So the pastel-y one. Oh, that's really pigmented actually for a pastel. Oh, what a lovely shade. I actually really like that shade. It's going on so nicely, and usually this sort of colour comes across really kind of wishy-washy. That one doesn't at all. It's really nice. Right, so then I'm going to go into the darker green, which is this one just here, and use that just on the very outer part of my lid. I'm going to kind of, wow, concentrate this right on the outer part. That is so nice. Beautiful shade. And then we'll blend it in to that pale pastel one. Yeah, love that. That's worked really well. Right, we need some shimmer on the inner part here. So I'm going to go with this one, which is like the really pale green one, because it looks so pretty when I swatched it. I'm not sure how this is going to go on with the brush, to be honest, because I have a feeling it's going to be way, oh, it's not too bad, way better with my finger though. Oh, such a pretty green. It's almost like a bit of a lime green, I would say. What I'm going to do though, where it joins the darker green, you can see I've kind of left a bit of a gap here because I want to go on with that darker green on the join. So that was the darker shimmery one here. So just here, where it joins. I'm going to take the brush that I used for the paler one just to blend them together. So before I go ahead and do my base, we're going to pop some mascara on. I've got lashes as well today, actually. So we're going in with this one here. This is the Heimish Dailism Smudge Stop Mascara. This is a black tubing mascara. It's a K-beauty brand. And I absolutely love this brand. They do such good like skincare and makeup products. So we've got quite kind of a basic packaging, and the wand is like this. So we've got like a really nice curve to it. But I do love a good tubing mascara, and I'm really liking the look of the shape of that wand as well. Do you know, it's been a while actually since I've used a black mascara. I've been using that Maybelline Sky High Burgundy one quite a lot, or even the brown one. But I do like black every now and then. I wouldn't say it gives masses of volume. It's a very kind of natural looking mascara. It definitely gives length. And because of the shape of the wand, I can get right into my inner ones as well. But I don't feel it gives as much kind of like volume as much as like the Maybelline one that I normally use. So that's from one coat. And that there is with the second coat. So that's 2 coats versus none, obviously. Yeah, I feel like it's quite a kind of a bit of a clumpy mascara. But yeah, as I say, it definitely gives length. I mean, you can clearly see that. But yeah. It's nice though. It is nice, and I love the brush. So easy to get right to the root of the lash with the shape of it. Yeah, it's okay. It's not my favourite, but it's still a good mascara, and the fact that it's a tubing mascara is brilliant because, you know, it's really easy to remove. So for foundation, we have this one here. So this has only been out a couple of days. The E.L.F. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, medium buildable coverage, long lasting, 1% hydrating, hibiscus complex. So yeah, I really like the sound of this. I got the shade 23, which is light cool. Oh, it looks a really nice formula actually. So that's what it looks like. And we'll go on to this cheek first. A bit warmer than I was expecting for a cool tone. But that's fine. It's not, you know, too bad. A little bit off, like colour-wise. It's a little bit dark, but that's fine. It's not too bad. That's actually really nice. So that's how it looks on the skin. Yeah, it's a nice finish. It's yeah, satin. It's not matte, it's not, you know, dewy. It's very in-betweeny. Definitely, you know, medium, which is what it says it is. That for me is just the right amount. It says it's buildable, but I wouldn't want more than that. You can see kind of how much more even it looks on that side compared to all my redness showing through on that side. The pores look less visible as well. Right, so I'll go ahead and put it on the rest of my skin now. Oh, that primer as well, I forgot I had that on. Yeah, it seems to be working really nicely over the primer as well. You know, it's going on beautifully, nice and smooth. Yeah, so that's how we're looking. Yeah, it is nice. I do like how it looks. I do feel like I need a little bit more dewiness, but I do have a cream bronzer and a cream blush to apply. Yeah, and I'll probably get that from the setting spray. So I do like how it looks on my skin. It's a little bit more, I would say, on the matte side. It's not matte, but it's a little bit more on the matte side than I would like. Yeah, and it's definitely, I just think it looks quite warm. For a cool toned foundation, it does come up quite warm. So I've got this Primark concealer. This is one of the new ones. This was £2.50. Liquid concealer, medium coverage with caffeine and vitamin E in the shade Vanilla. I'm going to use a little bit of this on my under eyes. See, I don't know if this is a dupe for anything. I know most Primark makeup tends to be dupes nowadays. It's got a really cute little doe foot on it though. Right, so I'm going to take... It's a very thin formula. I'm going to take a little bit just there and there. Take my concealer brush. It's a good colour. I've got hair there. It's actually quite nice. You can see how much brighter it looks on that side. It does look a little bit creasy, if I'm being honest. But yeah, compared to that side, you can see how much deeper and darker it looks here, where it does look a lot brighter on that side. Yeah, it is nice. I say it's only a medium coverage one. It's not got, you know, tons of coverage or anything like that, but it does say that. But yeah, it definitely does the job. It brightens, it conceals. Yeah, that's fine for me. Well, I say that lately I've been using the tiniest amount of Bye Bye Under Eye, which is probably one of the most full cover concealers you can get. But it doesn't tend to crease on me, which is why I do like that one. So yeah, but no, this one's nice. It is nice. It does dry down a little bit matte though. I will say that. I think that's why I do look like I've got more kind of a crease in than I normally would have. Yeah, which is another reason I like the Bye Bye Under Eye, because it doesn't really dry. It's quite a creamy sort of consistency. It doesn't dry down matte. So for bronzer and blusher, I have these new ones here from Maybelline. These are the Sunkisser. Yeah, so I've got, it says blush on it, but I think this one is a bronze. And I got the shades Summer in the City in the bronzer and Blazing Blush in the blush, which looks such a cute candy pink colour. So I've got like a doe foot. They just smell quite chemically really. So I'm going to take this here. I'll take this brush. I do like to use like a flat topped brush with my liquid bronzers and blushes. And this one's got a little bit of a shimmer. Oh, a shimmer going through. This is nice. It looks a little bit dark at the minute, but I think when I get, when I get the rest of my products on, like my blush and highlighter, I don't think it's going to look quite so dark. Let's just take a little bit up here as well. Definitely a really nice kind of summery bronzer because it's got that kind of shimmer going through it as well, which I do quite like. Yeah, the iconic London Kiss by the Sun in Oh Honey as well is another one that I use quite often. That's kind of like my go-to. Yeah, and that's quite a kind of a shimmery formula. So I do really like a shimmery bronzer. That side looks alright. I think I might have put a bit too much on that side. I might have to dull it down a bit with my foundation brush. I think that's better, isn't it? Yeah. Right, okay, let's try the blush. I'm really excited about this one because I don't normally go for colours like this. I'm quite a kind of, almost like this sort of pink, whereas this one's quite a baby pink. Oh, look at that. Looks really nice. So I'm going to take about that much, I think. And then I'll take another flat brush. This is a clean one. Blend that one. Now I'm trying to branch out into different blush shades because I tend to normally go for the same old shade over and over. That is beautiful, but I need more. It's not quite dark enough for me. I'm quite a blushy person. It's got a beautiful shimmer in it, again, like the other one. That's better. Yeah, see, that's with a bit more. It is still quite light for me, but I do like it. I do think it's nice. And then before I do my highlighter, I just want to finish my under eyes. So I'm just going to go on with, I think I'm just going to take a little bit of the dark green that I use, like that matte shade on the top, just to connect it. Then for highlighter, I have this one here. So this is from Sheglam. It's the Lunar Glow Highlighter, but it's one of their new ones. They used to just have the one shade. I think it was like a green casing. Really lovely packaging there. Yeah, whereas they've just brought out some different ones. So this one is the more pinky one. Well, it's very pinky, so it looks like that. How beautiful is this though? So obviously it looks like a little planet. So like that there. A lot of people do that and use it straight onto their face, but I'm a bit scared to do that. I'm going to go on with a brush. I think I've got enough there. Oh yeah, definitely. Wow, that is intense. Look at that. I do love a pink highlighter though. It's kind of got a little bit of a champagne gold going through it as well. It's very pink, as you can see. Wow, I think I went a bit heavy-handed on that side. That needs dulling down. But yeah, yeah, it's very pink, but it does have, before I dull it down, I don't know if you can see, it does have a kind of gold going through it as well. I mean, it's beautiful. It's very intense, like very intense, but it is beautiful. Where's that blusher brush? Here. Let's just blend it in a bit. That's better. Do you know what? Because the blush has got that shimmer, because the highlighter on camera, it looks like it's like all around here, but it's not. That's the blush. The highlighter is literally just here, but it looks like it goes beyond that. But I think it's because the blush it's got that shimmer in it, so where the light's picking it up, it looks like this is all highlighter. I've got this Revolution translucent powder here, but I feel like I'm matte enough as it is, really. We'll try a little bit. I'll just try it on my kind of my nose, like my T-zone area, maybe a little bit just underneath here. So it's got like a little sprinkler, and then this is the lid. That's the only thing that I will say about this, which I've heard quite a few other people say the same thing, is that, you know, I quite like to have a big lid so I can dip my brush in it or my puff or whatever. I found these ones that I got from MUA Cosmetics. So we'll try one of these. It's nice and soft. So yeah, we've got a bigger one and a smaller one. So we'll start off with the smaller one just for like around my nose area. Take that on there, and then we'll spread it on my arm. You can only really get it on the corner bit. So if we do it like that, it's very mattifying, and it doesn't really look drying on me either, and it really evens out my pores. I love that on my nose actually. A little bit on my chin. It's actually lovely. Right, let's just go in the middle. I think I'm going to, let's just take this on my hand and then take the bigger puff. This isn't ideal, is it? And then use that on this area. As a powder, that's beautiful, really nice. It's not drying. I don't really use many powders. This was sent to me in PR, I can't remember, a while ago now. But yeah, I don't normally use powders because I find them really drying, and I find them to like emphasize my large pores, if anything. Whereas this one, I don't know how close I can get, does the complete opposite. It actually smooths things out, which I do like. I haven't taken it onto my under eyes because I think they look dry enough as it is. But yeah, it is a beautiful powder, that one. And then I've got these lashes here. They're from Kiss. These are the Luxtensions collection, Ultimate Lash Extensions. Look in Black Swan. They've got a really skinny band on them, and they look like little cluster lashes. So I'll just stick these on. I'll pop these on off camera. That's the lashes on. They're too big for me, if I'm being honest. You know, they're nice enough as lashes, but for me, they're massive. I much prefer about half of that length. Yeah, volume wise, I love them, but yeah, they're just massive. They're too long. Yeah, I look like I'm in drag. I'm not very keen on the length, and this one keeps coming unstuck on the inner corner as well, which is really annoying. For lipstick, I've got this one here, which is from Catkin. Catkin is a sea beauty or Chinese beauty brand. They do some amazing products, and their packaging is always incredible. So it's this one here. We've got this kind of like oriental fish design, and this is the lipstick. Well, it's actually a lip balm, not a stick, or a lipstick I should say. So yeah, it kind of comes up like that. So it's still, you know, pretty pigmented for a lip balm. Feels beautiful on the lips. It feels really hydrating, and definitely, yeah, that kind of balm-like texture that you'd expect from it. Really nice colour. As I say, for a lip balm, it's got beautiful pigment to it. Really nice. So here is the finished look, and overall I have mixed feelings. I'm not gonna lie, I have mixed feelings. The foundation, I do like it. I do like the foundation. It looks really nice on my skin, and the colour match isn't bad at all actually. The bronzer I do quite like actually. I think it's nice. This side's definitely better than this side because I put too much on this side. The blush, I don't know, it's nice, but I just feel it's a bit too pale for me because I'm used to having a much brighter pink. And as I say, because I've got that pink highlighter on it, all kind of just merges into one, which I'm not really a fan of. It looks like I've just got kind of stripes here. The lashes are too big. They are too big. Nice lashes, and I love the kind of the thin band on them, but they're just massive. Love the lip product, love the eyeshadow palette. The concealer is actually okay. It's quite nice. It's a little bit drier than I would normally go for, but you know, it does the job. And the powder's really nice as well. I love how it looks on my nose in particular. That's really good. So as always, I will link all the products shown in today's video in the description box below for you, along with any discount codes as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.